War. War never changes. At least, that's what I used to believe. What do I mean by that? What I mean exactly is it cost Iran about $30,000 to make one drone, while it cost the United States of America about $4 million to make a single Patriot interceptor missile. Excuse me, I'm so focused on the game I don't even know what I'm talking about. But watch, he about to get cooked right now. But do you know how much money that cost us? And don't even get me started with talking about how many of the individual interceptor missiles that we've sent to Ukraine. Damn, he got cooked. The United States of America went to war in Iraq in 2003. We noticed Colin Powell, our Secretary of State, went to the UN Security Council. He wanted us to be able to go to war because of biological weapons. He mentioned anthrax.
It's anthrax.
Bro.
Then you ended off with the ISG, the Iraq Survey Group, finding that Iraq had destroyed its WMD stockpiles years prior, which means they had no active nuclear weapons program.
What a lot of people don't know is from 1980 to 1989, we wanted Saddam Hussein to take down Iran. We sent economic funding to Saddam Hussein. We gave him satellite imagery, and we also provided him with dual intelligence that we could use. What we wanted was a negotiation. What we wanted was to be able to introduce a pro-Israeli policy.
$3 trillion spent, over 1 million Iraqis dead.
You realize this when you start looking at the clean break memo. When you begin to realize that all the individual conflicts that we've went through. Damn, I just dropped my mic. Man, you gotta be kidding me. I just watched back the past video and noticed the ending didn't save. I ran out of storage on my PC. If you guys like this type of historical video, like the video. Otherwise, you accepted $7,000 from Benjamin Netanyahu. Now leaving off to where I was before. The United States of America has had ambitions inside of Iran going all the way back to 1953. We inspired a coup and we helped overthrow the democratically elected Mohammad Mossadegh. Now he was the prime minister of Iran. Man, I cannot click. And the issue with Mohammad Mossadegh is he wanted to be able to nationalize his oil. He wanted to move off of what's known today as BP. America did not like this, and they helped replace Mohammad Mossadegh with the modern day Shah. A recent poll came out that shows about 83% of the people do not approve of the Ayatollah. But you want to know who else the Iranians don't like more? The United States and Israel. So that led to the 1970. Damn. But what I was saying before, that led to the 1979 Islamic Revolution. The Iranians did not want the Shah anymore. They did not like the United States of America impacting and impeding themselves inside of their government. Man, I'm just getting cooked on cooked on cooked. I'm making this all live for you. I'm playing one of the most attention-focused games while giving you accurate historical and geopolitical information. You know how difficult that is? But let's get back into it. I find it crazy that one country has never had a nuclear inspection. And guess what that country is? What? Man, I cannot build. I cannot build. Israel has never had a nuclear inspection of Dimona. The last president who wanted to be able to have a nuclear inspection was President John F. Kennedy. In 1963, he sent a letter to David Ben-Gurion demanding that they have a nuclear inspection of Dimona. Cooked. About 1 day after John F. Kennedy sent the ultimatum letter, David Ben-Gurion resigned. Even worse, when they first had the nuclear inspections, Israel made a fake room. They made fake switchboards. They had recently boarded up rooms. They made a fake inspection. And then a few months later, John F. Kennedy was killed. Now, if you guys want me to be able to make an individual John F. Kennedy video, comment JFK and I'll make one. But in each one of these videos, I will not be jumping to any conclusions. I will not be pointing the finger at anybody saying this person did this. All I will be doing is providing individual evidence to be able to factuate my claims. Guess which country was a part of the NPT? It just happens to be Iran. We have plenty of individual countries that classify it as a nuclear threshold country, such as Japan, which is an individual country that we ended up nuking, but they're allowed to be able to enrich uranium as long as they do not build nuclear weapons. In 1965, around 200 pounds of highly enriched uranium were found missing from the NUMEC facility over in Pennsylvania. This has a today's value of around $4 billion. Now ask yourself, how does $4 billion of enriched uranium just go missing? Ask yourself, why was Rafi Eitan visiting the NUMEC facility, who just happens to be a high-ranking Israeli intelligence officer, by the way? And in 1969, America finally finds traces of US enriched uranium over in Israel. Why is it that we're going to war over in Iran? Why is it that we're doing all this for our greatest ally in the Middle East, quote unquote, for a country that has never had nuclear inspections? And why are we bombing a country that was a part of the JCPOA, a country that was following all the laws under the NPT? And we did it all for a country who was not following American authority. My point isn't to make you my point isn't to make you hate somebody. My point isn't to make you change your individual opinion. My point is bringing the individual conclusions of the matter to fruition. Why is it that we've been supporting a country who I would argue doesn't support us? But matter of fact, why is war changing faster than ever before?